As if The Lord of the Rings hasn't been beaten and battered enough in late 2024 with Rings of Power, you have the same old trite argument run out again and again and again and again by these ideologues, these absolute idiots over at Gamespot, trying to once again ship Frodo and Sam because they have no idea that male friendship, hell, friendship in general is a reality. They think that everything has to be driven by what their genitals feel on a given day. Nothing can be normal. Nobody's straight. Everybody's baseline bisexual. But while they could get away with this type of crap by people just looking at them with utter disgust and disdain, turning the other cheek, now people are finally just starting to push back. And one of those people is the critical drinker, and he's the biggest, best, fastest growing internet reviewer online. And well, Gamespot, you've never been in a worse spot than you are right now. You better go back to just typing out your clickbait articles and filling out your resume to send around to other outlets that are equally on the brink of collapse, and less time on your stupid Hobbit fanfics. The GameStop writer seethes and lashes out at critic while attempting to push gay agenda onto Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. Yeah, exactly. GameSpot writer who uses the name Jesse Earl is a male pretending to be a female. Go figure. Seethed and lashed out at a popular YouTuber. Yeah, the critical drinker. All while attempting to, say that, Sam and Frodo were boning on the way to the Mount Doom. Because the concept of, male friendship is just so foreign to these freaks. It's like, you can almost time your watch by how often these things come around. The official Lord of the Rings on Prime account initially posted 4 images of Isildur and an original character named Estrid. Oh my god, so like I've said before, I've been following the Rings of Power. I haven't been watching it, but I've been enjoying all of the breakdowns by a bunch of very talented reviewers. Little Platoon, Random Film Talk, EFAP, which both of them have been a part of the season 2 coverage, and it's been fantastic stuff. I would highly recommend that. Not so much the show. Like, the show is just absolute and utter trash, but with Isildur, who they were dumb enough, we're talking about Rings of Power here, to try to bait the death of, even though he's the guy cuts the ring off the hand of the Sauron at the Battle of the Last Alliance, the War of the Last Alliance. He's going to be around for a while. But yeah, they tried to bait his death at the end of season 1, that he got snatched up during the creation of Mordor. Oh god, that was so dumb. But even still, he came back, and now he's with Don Lemonlass, Rondir, the Black Elf, the Tight Fade, which it's like, if you're out on that much of an adventure and your head and your hair is still looking so crisp, I just don't quite get it how everything's all lined up while you're out there. But anyways, yeah, he ends up getting the hots for somebody's leftovers. She has a betrothed. I'm recording this before episode 6 comes out, so forgive me if anything advances over there, but frankly I don't really care. But what's also been theorized is potentially we're seeing, because Aragorn rather, he's a descendant of Isildur as, the one true king of Gondor. Are we seeing the ancestors of Aragorn meeting up on screen for the first time? I hate it, because Isildur's wife is never named, so we know the way that these hacks want to try to fill in the gaps in Tolkien's work, so I wouldn't put it past them, just like I also wouldn't pass them to have Galadriel be the one to sever the ring from the hand of Sauron during the War of the Last Alliance. That's my not so far out there prediction, because I think that there's nothing dumb enough for that series to do. I'm just constantly surprised by how bad it is. But anyways, played by Natali, the account wrote, okay, we ship them because that's who's writing this stuff. Fan fiction and women in fantasy were the worst thing to ever happen. The drinker responded to the post writing, what are you, like 12 years old? Now, Earl took issue with the drinker's post and shared an image of Sam Aston and Samwise Gamgee and Frodo. Okay, Elijah Wood and Sean Astin. From the little known movie series called Lord of the Rings. You might have heard of it. Okay, Earl wrote, yes, because no one ever shipped anyone ever in Lord of the Rings before. Anyways, here's just 2 boys being straight. Yeah, because Sam would end up getting married to Rosie at the end of it if you actually watched those movies. But yeah, don't worry about that. Him having a bunch of kids as well. Oh, but obviously he was gay because one of his sons was Frodo Gamgee. He named him after his best friend that they shared that amazing journey with. Yeah, no, definitely. That's just obviously male friendship. I hate these people because they find a way to weasel their way into these positions of influence, and trying to ruin it for everyone. It didn't stop there. User David J. Bradley wrote, "I'm forever torn between we need to see more healthy, loving, platonic friendships between men and media, and damn, those hobbits is gay." It's like, yeah, that was a joke. Yeah, these can both coexist. Frodo and Sam are a great representation of an emotionally vulnerable platonic male friendship. Exactly. Stop right there. Went through a lot. They shared a bunch. Okay, it's platonic. It's fine. They can also be gay. They aren't, though. You freak. You fanfic writing freak. Trying to ship everything. That's why art is so cool. Media literacy, guys. Asshats like the critical drinker are so butthurt about me and any queer person seeing Frodo Sam as gay or shit like Spider-Gwen as trans, not because they want to see more male friendship or whatever. They just want true interpretation that reinforces hegemonic norms. I'm so glad your gender studies degree is going to such great use, where you can get 197 likes on a tweet. Fantastic stuff. But no, man, everything has to be gay, everything has to be sexual, everything has to get destroyed because they can't create their own stories. They can only just build on somebody else's work. What was it? A wise man once said, "Evil cannot create, it can only corrupt," which is why this disaster of a game, a Lord of the Rings game where I don't know, man. Is this some kind of borked Animal Crossing clone? Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game? It's been delayed. How long's it been delayed? Well, we can take a look at the statement from the creators themselves. Would it be a bigger abomination to the Lord of the Rings name than Gollum? I bet you it's probably not going to be as funny. All of us here at Weta Workshop. This was made by Weta Workshop? The Weta Workshop. Okay, the guys that made such a strong keep door for Helm's Deep that it had to be weakened in order for a real battering ram to break through. Okay, the same Weta Workshop that Peter Jackson said if I actually wanted to make a stronghold, I would hire Weta. Oh my god. Why are they making a video game? Okay, like, I don't really know how, hammering and nails and set creation translates to programming, but they're very talented. We're excited to have you join us in the Shire, a peaceful corner of Tolkien's world. When a new hobbit steps into Baywater for the very first time, we want that moment to be everything you're hoping for. We'll deliver that vision. Tales of the Shire will now be launching in 2025, when it was supposed to be dropping September 22nd. I don't know, everybody was looking forward to it, especially when you've seen this 15-second trailer that definitely doesn't have any hilarious hidden replies. And they also turned off replies because it was just so damn good. No, that couldn't possibly be the case.
We love Hobbits, and with Tales of the Shire,
I mean, why wouldn't you be skeptical that the game wouldn't be great, especially when you're a developer?
we want to immerse you in their world.
And of course, hey guys, we got female of color hobbits because everything needs to look like downtown LA.
We just really want Tales of the Shire to feel like a warm hug.
Oh, of course, I wanted to feel like a warm hug because the Shire is supposed to be the best representation. That was the favorite part of Tolkien when he was creating Middle Earth, because it's all that we care about. What makes me feel good? Oh yeah, just come to our stream and we can go ahead and show you what it's like, because you can visit the Green Dragon. Remember, that's where the hobbits drank. That's where Merry, Pippin, Frodo, Sam. That's also where Rosie worked. But ugh, God, Weta Workshop announced its delays the Tales of the Shire Lord of the Rings game until 2025, after previously announcing the game would arrive sometime in 2024. Back in October of 23, Weta Workshop released a trailer for the game and revealed it would arrive sometime in 2024. An official announcement trailer was released in April that revealed the game would feature race-replaced hobbits. Yep, you've seen some of them, and you can see the rest of them in that thumbnail right there, care of those wonderful creatives that you also seen in that teaser trailer. However, in an update posted the game's official account on X, we read through all of it. Thank you for your patience and continued support. Who's looking forward to that? Let's take a look at the metrics of some of this crap, okay? So you got the announcement that's right there, and replies are locked, and everybody, bullied into a delay, lol, now scrap the woke trash and make it good. Take your time. As a matter of fact, scrap everything you have so far, fire the woke weirdos on the dev team, and start over with a dev team that actually cares about the IP they're adapting. Obviously, these ones sneaked in before the replies were turned off. But I mean, everybody was looking forward to this. It was going to be great, right, guys? Because you can go to the bar, you can make meals, because hobbits like food, and you can make elevensies. They don't know. See, they're all bigots. They don't know about elevensies. The official description of the game's website from the creative studio Weta Workshops: live the cozy life of a hobbit in a wonderfully serene landscape of the Shire. Discover, decorate, and share in the idyllic corner of Middle-earth to join friendly hobbits and familiar faces awaiting the arrival in Tales of the Shire Lord of the Rings game. Yeah, see, it could be fun, it could be cozy, it could be a Harvest Moon style game, but let's be completely honest, guys. You seen the developers. When has that ever been a hallmark of a quality game on the horizon? I think this game getting delayed is probably better for the Lord of the Rings IP, which is desperately clinging on to any signs of life. Thank God. Like, for as bad as all of the media has been in the 21st century, at least be thankful that we got that original trilogy. Okay, for as bad as the Hobbit movies are, even though there's probably a good, and there are some good fan edits that are out there that make those 3 films into one pretty decent one. As bad as Rings of Power is, as awful as War of the Rohirrim is going to be, all of the video games. Hey, some of those movie tie-in games, like I think I have, or maybe I just, rented it and in perpetuity, and maybe that's why it's drilled into my brain. But Return of the King movie tie-in game, that was fantastic. And once you beat it through the first time, then you could play as, Gimli, Legolas. I tried to make their names one. I tried to ship them myself. Oh my god, Gimli and Legolas, you got to ship them because they had the killing contest in Helm's Deep, so clearly Legolas was looking for a new place to store his arrows. Oh, once you beat the game, because, it was on the Speak Friend and Enter door, that was the level select. It was so great. I love that game. Like, then, yeah, you could play as all the different characters. You could play as, Aragorn. God damn it, man. Words are tough at the end of the day. Or Legolas, or Gimli, or Gandalf. And you could play through, every character had projectiles, okay? Aragorn and Legolas had arrows. Gimli had throwing axes. And Gandalf, he could shoot orbs of light from his staff. It was great. I loved those games. But outside of anything connected to the original trilogy, it's all been crap. But at least we got that. And we're going to get to a tipping point in the very, very, very near future. There's going to be more bad Lord of the Rings content out there. Good content, just like with Star Wars. But at least we can hold true to the OT being relatively untainted. Even though Peter Jackson signed that big contract with Warner Brothers where he's going to be telling more interstitial tales, which nobody really wants, because just like we've seen many other creatives come back to their franchises of initial success, Russell T. Davies looking directly at you, yeah, they've came back to diminishing returns. And I got to be completely honest, man, we got kind of a heads up on that with the Hobbit movies. You think Peter Jackson's going to fare any better? You think those standards and principles of not interjecting, modernisms into the work of Tolkien, trying to have respect for the lore, you think that's going to carry over in today's day and age? Yeah, I don't think so. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.